Hi, I'm Dr. Hashmi. I'm a consultant psychiatrist. Welcome to my channel, Dr. Hashmi Online. This video is about alcohol. Alcohol is a social drink. Its consumption is very much by choice. Some people like it more than the others. But whilst we are staying at home, there is a strong possibility that we may well sleepwalk into problem consumption of alcohol. And that is what this video is all about. Now, there could be several factors. Some people really find hard to stay at home. Then lot of families never had chance to spend that much time together, and when they are together, very much like a housebound situation, it's likely to create some arguments as well. And it's possible that people are reverting to a drink to calm things down. Now, my aim is to go through the alcohol dependency criteria, then use a traffic light signal model, which I am a great believer and a great fan of, green, amber, red, to establish where the problem sits and plan a pragmatic solution with you guys. Now, the first thing is to establish if there is a problem. But to establish a problem, we have to be aware of the 6 elements of alcohol dependency criteria. So the criteria which is used clinically to establish alcohol dependency is: number 1, compulsion. One needs or feels compulsive to consume alcohol. Number 2, difficulty in controlling drinking behavior. So a slightest element or a change in the environment could trigger a pattern of behavior which leads an individual towards consuming alcohol. The third element is physiological symptoms. In case the individual doesn't get alcohol, he or she, and in developing physiological symptoms, which include shakes, sweats, anxiety-like situation, all those physical symptoms start coming up for not consuming alcohol. And if they consume alcohol at that point, the physiological symptoms disappear. Then the next element is tolerance, which means one needs to continue increasing the dose or the amount and the quantity of alcohol to achieve the desired effect. That means the body is becoming tolerant to the alcohol. Fifth element is progressive neglect. Because the individual gives priority to alcohol, the other important things will be neglected. So they might neglect their self-care, they might neglect paying bills, they might neglect buying food, which can be quite difficult for other people to deal with the situation if an individual is having a progressive or passing through a state of progressive neglect due to alcohol problems. And the sixth element is persistence, that one just continues to consume alcohol even when aware of the harmful effects of alcohol. So, these are the six elements which got to be present, or some of them must be present to diagnose dependency. Now, how to deal with that? The first thing I would say is plan. If we fail to plan, we plan to fail. In psychiatry, always take things slowly, a step at a time. Too much rush into taking decisions may lead to a failure. I do not wish anyone to be set for a failure when dealing with harmful or excessive consumption of alcohol or possible dependency. Hence, a good planning is important. To plan, one needs to estimate the extent of the problem. So the first thing you need to do is to monitor. Just record what you drink in a day. Once you have a record of at least, say, a week, that means you will have a kind of a pattern of your alcohol consumption. Then you look for all these six criteria, six elements of the criteria I have explained: compulsion, difficulty in controlling behavior, physiological reactions, tolerance, progressive neglect, and persistence to consume. And if any of these are present, that is a warning sign. So the first thing is record the amount you are drinking. The second thing is test yourself against these six elements of alcohol dependency criteria. Next, then you need to pick up the traffic light signal model. If your consumption is not excessive and there is no element of alcohol dependency criteria present, you are in the green zone. But even if one element of dependency criteria is present, you are in amber zone. So you need to follow a cautious approach. And if two elements of the dependency criteria are present, you are in a red zone. That means you must do something about it. Now, if you are in an amber zone, it's easier to manage. All you need to do is to gradually reduce the amount you consume. Do not rush and do not stop consuming alcohol all of a sudden. It will have harmful consequences. I suggest once you have maintained a record, continue maintaining the record. At least you would know how much you are drinking, and then how much you are reducing. Do it gradually, might take longer, but it's a safer approach. And gradually bring yourself within the green zone. And it will not be as easy as it's said, but with some effort you will be able to do it. Within the red zone, if you satisfy two elements of the criteria, I would say you would require some action to address your alcohol issues. That means that reduce it gradually, but also contact your doctors. Ask for some replacement therapy, some treatment, some medication for that, so that you could replace alcohol replacement program. If it is not possible, or if it cannot be done for certain reason, then the best thing is continue recording your consumption and continue gradually reducing the amount you consume. It might be a small amount you reduce every few days, but do it. It will take longer, but you will eventually get there. Always take a cautious approach when reducing alcohol. Always do it gradually and never rush into doing it. You do not want to set yourself up for a failure. You want to be successful. The reality which we all need to bear in mind is that in a few weeks' time, we all will be out there going back to work. And the last thing we want is some of us return to work with problem drinking. I wish you all the best. Stay safe. We meet soon. Thank you.